Good morning, Vande Matram. Welcome all of you. Here, the topic we are going to discuss right now is on the whole principle of this yoga. The whole principle of this yoga. I want to remind you, Sri Aurobindo has used different words in this yogic concept in different times, in different angles. Yoga, this yoga, our yoga, integral yoga, supramental yoga, yoga of transformation, yoga of surrender. Like this, you can find many things. Here, the word used is this yoga. The whole principle is this yoga. As Sri Aurobindo has quoted, so we have to follow. This yoga is to give oneself entirely to the divine alone. To give yourself to the divine alone. How is it possible? Many people, after hearing this, they will feel not possible. I want to quit. This yoga is not possible with me. Because entirely, give oneself entirely to divine alone and nobody else. And entirely. Is it possible at all? We are having some family, we are having friends, we are sociable animals, we have got so many compulsions. How can we be able to give ourselves entirely and to the divine alone, not to anybody else? Not possible. After seeing the very first line, so far this principle is concerned, many of you, not maybe you, because you are selected, you are elected, you have submitted, you have crossed a long journey without being deviated, so you will never get away from this concept. But thing is that Mother Sri Aurobindo quotes it is for the entire mankind at large, exclusively for the sadhakas. The whole principle of this yoga is to give oneself entirely to the divine alone, and to nobody and nothing else. To nobody and nothing else. That's what we are doing. To everybody we are giving, to everything we are giving. But I don't know what is the percentage left out by us, with us, to offer to the divine. That is what to be calculated. You have got your calculating system, calculators are there. You have got your laptop, even you are little bit developed in your mind in mathematics. So we can just calculate what is the percentage left out for the divine. And moreover, we don't know what is the divine. Who is divine? What is divine? We don't know. Then whom shall we go and submit? And to bring down into ourselves by union with the divine. What is that union? I look at the divine, their photos, images, and sometimes we go touch their feet or something, body part. And how can we comment the divine mother power? How can we be able that we are united? Sometimes we go touch our head at the feet of the image, portrait or photo. That's what we normally do. We don't know, is it a wholehearted surrender? We have given ourselves. And moreover, we don't know what is the really divine. Mother Quotes explains, divine is what we adore in Sri Aurobindo. Means it indicates us the divine whom we adore, as Sri Aurobindo is the divine. We have to take care. But actually, how many of us, even standing and sitting before me, they can be able to know that Sri Aurobindo is the divine? Very difficult. Even we don't know who we are. Who? Mother and Sri Aurobindo, whom we adore. In which form we will see, in which name we will see, in which format we will adore. That's what is not actually very much clear before us. Even after few hours, we are going to celebrate your happy and prosperous new year. Express bonani to each other, but we don't know how we are, where really we stand. Bring down into ourselves by union with the divine mother power, all the transcended light, force, wideness, peace, purity, truth consciousness, and ananda of the supramental divine. How is it possible? So many things we want to bring down. All transcendent light, force, wideness, peace, purity, truth consciousness, and ananda. All these things we want to bring down from the divine. It is there. Divine is what he possesses. Divine possesses all these things. Light, power, wideness, peace, purity, truth consciousness, ananda of the supramental divine. That's what we want to bring down. This is the divine. This is the really quality and the quality of the divine, definition of the divine. Everything he possesses, he has. Thing is that we have to cherish, but we don't know. In this yoga, against your therefore, there can be no place for vital relations and interchanges. Normally, we are acquainted with these things. Vital relations and interchanges with others. Any such relation and interchange immediately ties down the soul into the lower consciousness. Normally, with lower consciousness, lower relations, vital relations we are attached to. But still in the course you have to be devoided, get rid of these problems, these relations. Otherwise, your soul will be tied down to the lower consciousness and its lower nature. That will prevent the true and the full union with the divine. This vital relation, this vital attachment will bring the lowness in you. You will ties down the soul to the lower consciousness and its lower nature, lower consciousness and lower nature. With this, actually, your soul will be tied down, and which will prevent the true and full union with the divine. True and full union with the divine. That will hamper both the ascent of the supramental truth consciousness and the descent of the supramental Ishvara Shakti. So don't try to mix, because you are not ignorant. You are not a kid. You have not come here as a newcomer, so that you will see and develop by the spur of time. You are matured. You have been moving, I don't know how, since when you keep coming. Long way you have traveled, long path, a very great distance you have covered. You are here. So don't try to be something like a fool. Errors occur. Wrongs are committed. We do by mistake. But knowingly we are doing the same thing, committing the errors and repeating the errors again and again. Where really we stand, that's what to be understood very clearly. So what Mother has told in the Sri Aurobindo has tried to clarify in this paragraph, that we have to give yourself entirely to the divine and nobody else and nothing else. That is the first condition. Second condition, divine possesses everything. Divine Mother, divine Mother. So we have to be consecrated. You have to get united. So power of all the transcendent light, force, wideness, peace, purity, truth, consciousness, ananda of the supramental divine, it has to be brought down. And the third, all the very negativities Sri Aurobindo has focused upon, vital relations and interchanges that will degrade your consciousness. So when these will tie your soul to the lower consciousness and lower nature, and with this pulling down and intermixing will prevent your true and full union with the divine, prevent the true and full union with the divine, and hampers both ascent up to the supramental truth consciousness simultaneously, the descent of the supramental Ishvara Shakti. Everything will be barred, prohibited. So you have to be very conscious when you are doing the yoga. Normally we are not conscious. Okay, people are coming, I am also coming. People are walking, I am also coming. People are sitting for meditation, I am also there. Okay, something is being done. But consciously try to go 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, than unconsciously moving 100 steps. You don't know where really you are, what really you are doing. And knowingly going, knowingly doing, knowingly thinking, that will create a good result for you. Again, Sri Aurobindo goes forward a little bit ahead. To give oneself to is the secret of this sadhana. What is the secret of this sadhana? We don't know. Somebody, one young kid will be there in your house, specifically who are sitting, at least you think of people who are sitting before me. Your small kid will be there, your son or grandson, somebody maybe. You are going back to home. Definitely after finishing this class, you will go back to the class, to your home. And simultaneously, this time, this small boy, maybe your son or grandson, he will ask this question. You went there in the morning, you are coming in the afternoon, had your food there, spoiled around half a day, but what did you learn? Don't give me big speeches, great lines, great paragraphs, don't quote before me. Simply you tell what you learned from that. Because already almost 1 day is spent on that occasion. And tomorrow you are going to celebrate the new year. At the verge, you are standing and focusing your concentration upon the new year so that a new consciousness will burn in you. And you will find a new track in this very presence of the new year, very arrival at the new year. Tell me in a simple sentence what really you learned from that. What is the secret of this sadhana? Maybe you will not be having the true words to ask you the real question, valuable question, but at least he will try to ask you, what is the secret of this sadhana? Simply you will tell this, that, divine, eternal, immortal, omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, incredible, infinity, illimitable. You told, no, I don't know, I don't understand anything. I am a very small boy. You try to explain what is the secret of sadhana. That's what you don't big things, big lines, big paragraph, because Sri Aurobindo has quoted line written, all are something like the here, like a great mountain. So simply you tell me a drop in a very small sentence or small 1 or 2 words. You try to explain what is the what is the basic things, principle of secret of sadhana. I don't know how we will be able to answer, but Sri Aurobindo answers very optimistically. To give oneself is the secret of sadhana. Right before we started this session with, the whole principle is to give oneself entirely to the divine alone. There itself give in oneself, here is also to give oneself. That is the secret. To give oneself is the secret of sadhana. Oneself means naturally you will demand something. Because you have paid to the shopkeeper some money, naturally you will expect something, maybe a grocery item or sweet, whatever is there, you must expect. It is there, you have to expect. Or suppose you have given some people some money, naturally you will expect the outcome. Some will be there, interest will come. Or you have given in advance to some labor or somebody, that he will come and work in your field, for your house, for you, he will serve for you. So here, when you give yourself entirely, to give oneself is the secret of sadhana. And when you have given, naturally you must have some expectation. But Sri Aurobindo quotes, not to demand and acquire a thing, not to demand and acquire a thing for you. You have to give yourself at the hands of the divine, and he will take care. Be the instrument. Nimitta matra bhava sabya saji. Be the instrument. The more one gives himself, sometimes you are going and suppose you are offering sometimes 500 rupees, 1000 rupees like this. No, more every day, every moment. The more one gives oneself, the more the power to receive will grow. The more you give oneself, the more the power to receive will grow. Power to receive, when you give, the power to receive will grow. But for that, all impatience and revolt must go. Aspire intensely but without impatience. Impatience and revolt must go. All suggestions of not being helped, because I am giving you, I will not be helped. That suggestion is there. Don't give. No, there is no help. You will not get anything back. Not being loved. You are loving, but you may not be loved. Going away. You will go away. Going away of the abandoning life and the spiritual endeavor must be rejected. must be rejected. With that, you can't progress. That is what the secret of sadhana. To give oneself without unconditionally, unreservedly. You must be ready to receive all the bad suggestions you have to throw off, you have to get rid of. Not being helped, not getting, not being loved. So these are the things which actually deviate you. Don't go for that. That is the secret of sadhana. Give yourself, give yourself, give yourself. This is the probably, and maybe I will tell you definitely, the great message for you for this upcoming new year. Maybe this will be there for you in the YouTube within a couple of days. Not may not be exactly on 1st of January, because for that actually we have our New Year messages, divine messages. But definitely within the first week you will be able, very shortly we will have to this topic. But the thing is that that must be the way, that must lead you, that must be the way of your endeavor. Thank you. Give yourself happy New Year. Banane.